The narcissist's dramatic discard creates the convincing appearance that they've moved on, found someone better, and left their previous victim behind without a second thought. This carefully orchestrated performance deceives both the discarded person and outside observers into believing the narcissist possesses the emotional capacity to actually release someone and move forward independently. Yet this discard represents not genuine closure or authentic new beginnings, but rather an elaborate illusion designed to maintain control, generate supply through their victim's pain, and avoid confronting their own desperate dependency. The truth beneath the performance reveals that the narcissist never truly lets anyone go. They simply rearrange their sources of validation while keeping all previous victims psychologically tethered for potential future exploitation. The strategic exit that maintains hidden connections. The narcissist's discard rarely involves complete disconnection, despite appearances suggesting otherwise. They maintain backdoor access through mutual friends who report on their victim's emotional state, through social media connections that allow continued surveillance, or through periodic breadcrumbs that keep their victims psychologically engaged without requiring the narcissist's consistent presence. This strategic positioning allows them to maintain the illusion of having moved on while preserving their option to return whenever their current supply proves insufficient. The discard itself serves as manipulation rather than genuine departure. They time their exit for maximum psychological impact, during vulnerable moments after significant commitments, or when their victim has become most dependent on their presence. This calculated cruelty generates the intense emotional reaction that feeds the narcissist's need to feel powerful and significant. The more devastation their discard creates, the more convinced they become of their own importance and desirability. The new supply that changes nothing. The narcissist's immediate replacement relationship serves as the centerpiece of their discard illusion, designed to convince their discarded victim that they've been upgraded and replaced with someone superior. Yet this new person experiences the identical cycle their predecessor endured: initial idealization, gradual devaluation, and eventual discard. The narcissist hasn't found someone better or more compatible. They've simply located someone who hasn't yet developed immunity to their manipulation tactics. This pattern of serial replacement reveals that the narcissist's issue was never about their previous victim's inadequacy, but about their own fundamental inability to sustain genuine connection with anyone. They repeat the same destructive patterns with different people, proving that their discard stemmed from internal dysfunction rather than external circumstances. The new supply temporarily distracts the narcissist from their emptiness but never fills it, ensuring they'll eventually discard this person too, while maintaining the illusion of having found something authentic. The Hoover that exposes the lie. The narcissist's eventual return, whether weeks, months, or years later, definitively proves that their discard was performance rather than reality. They reappear with carefully crafted explanations about having made mistakes, needing time to appreciate what they had, or finally being ready for genuine commitment. These hoovering attempts reveal that the narcissist never actually moved on but simply waited for their victim's healing to progress enough that renewed manipulation might prove effective. This return demonstrates that the narcissist maintained psychological investment in their discarded victim throughout their apparent absence. They monitored their victim's recovery, tracked their movements through various channels, and strategically timed their reappearance for maximum vulnerability. The discard was always temporary strategy rather than permanent separation, designed to reset power dynamics and restore the narcissist's control after their victim began developing boundaries or recognizing patterns. The psychological tether that never releases. The ultimate proof that narcissistic discard is illusion lies in the narcissist's inability to truly release anyone from their psychological grip. Even when they never physically return, they maintain mental possession of their victims through the trauma they've implanted, the self-doubt they've cultivated, and the emotional programming they've established. Their victims carry their voice internally, question themselves through the narcissist's critical lens, and struggle with the psychological wounds long after physical separation. The narcissist's discard serves their needs perfectly. It allows them to pursue new supply while maintaining their previous victim in a state of psychological limbo, neither fully released nor actively engaged. This arrangement provides the narcissist with options: backup sources of validation, and the ongoing satisfaction of knowing they continue to occupy psychological space in someone who supposedly no longer matters to them. The discard is illusion because genuine release requires emotional capacity the narcissist fundamentally lacks, leaving their victims tethered through trauma even when the relationship appears conclusively ended.